Oh my god, guys, you have no idea how long I was rushing to get these pictures for the highlights. Anyways, hi. I was just like chilling in bed and I'm like, okay, I only have like an hour until I stream. Okay, that's like whatever. And I forgot, oh shit, that's right. I gotta make highlights for the stream. Like those ones right there. And last night had so many figure reveals. There was so much shit yesterday. What is that on my... Oh, that's you guys. Let me just move that. Sorry, I upped the resolution for my stream to 4K and I guess I forgot to reshape the chat. Forgot to reshape you guys. But, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, shit, that's right, I gotta make the highlights for the stream. And I forgot that last night, well, the period between last stream and this stream, so much shit got revealed. So much fucking shit. Good Smile had their own reveal. It was at some, like, festival or whatever. They were just non-stop posting stuff for an entire day straight. From the beginning of the day to the end, just non-stop. And then these past 7 days have been hyping up for Tamashii Nation 2023, and every single day, they've just been revealing new shit, and it's been insane. Last night was the biggest one of all, because last night was like the final night or whatever. There was so much stuff revealed, and most of that stuff's in here, at least the stuff that I care about. There was a ton of, like, there was so much Ultraman shit, it's not even funny. Like Red King, I remember him there. The Netflix Ultraman. A bunch of other characters I don't know. I think there's something Blazar related. Like I think his box was revealed or something. Anyways, there was so much shit revealed. There was more stuff I wanted to put on here, but I just didn't have the time to. Like, for the Kaiju No. 8 stuff, like the displays for them actually there at the event, I wanted to put those in, but I'm like, the promo pics will do for now. Same with Gohan. But anyways, hi guys. How are you guys doing? Whew. First animation stream in a while. My computer's back and it's better than ever. So, I can finally do stuff again. I can actually stream properly now. No more, guys, hold on. Computer keeps, like, crashing. Like, that doesn't happen anymore. My computer can actually do the stuff it's supposed to do. And it feels good. It feels really good. I think the most exciting thing for me was Kaiju No. 8. That one was insane. Like, that show comes out, like, I want to say April, which is the same time the figures come out. And, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting Kaiju No. 8 to not only get figures yet, but also just in general. I didn't think that Kaiju No. 8 was going to get that much merch. But it already has the figure arts. And that was revealed day 1 of Tamashii Nation. For day 1, they were like, look, Kaiju No. 8. And I was like, whoa, shit, no way. And they showed Kafka, and I'm like, oh my god, that's sick. And he's a budget release. He's only like $30. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'm getting that. And I saw that, I'm like, man, I can't wait to see when they make the other characters down the line, like, if they make Shinomiya, or if they make Reno, or Mina. That'll be cool, but I'll probably have to wait a bit for that. Then come day 7, which was literally yesterday. Reno and Mina were revealed, and I was like, no fucking way. Right off the bat, Reno and Mina. And I'm like, fuck, now I have to get all 3 of these people. And I think Reno and Mina, I think, from their yen conversion, I think they're going to be around like $50 or so, which is fine. But then I also put it into perspective with the Spy Family figures that I collect. I pre-ordered Becky, but I canceled my pre-orders for Damien and the Bond set. I want to get those eventually, but I can wait for those to go on a sale or whatever. But, for example, Becky. Really tiny person, really tiny character, like only like 2.5 inches tall or whatever. Really small figure. That one's like $65. Meanwhile, this fully sized woman, like 5-inch tall figure with a giant minigun is less. It's like $15 cheaper. And I guess there's like a clout thing going on with it. Like, Spy Family's really popular, so we're gonna bump the prices because people like Spy Family and they'll buy the Spy Family stuff. Because I know I am. But for this new series that some people aren't even aware of exists yet, Kaiju number 8, they're being a bit more reasonable with the characters. Mina Ashiro. Not Ashido. That's My Hero. There's Mina Ashido from My Hero, and then there's Mina Ashiro from Kaiju number 8. It's a 1-letter difference. But, yeah, that was crazy. We got to see Jet Jaguar for the first time. Oh, I think he looks good. Could have been better, but I'm happy with what we're getting. Face could have been a little bit more accurate, but it doesn't look bad to me. I like it. The colors they chose for his body, I think, are great. They're very vibrant, very saturated. I think vibrant's a better word, but saturated works too. Very clean, nice look. He's not like super shiny or polished or metallic-y, which I like, because he wasn't in the actual film. He's more like... He's a matte robot. He's a matte robot. So I like that. Unless the silver parts on him were polished. I know the reds and the whites and the yellows on Jet Jaguar are matte, but were the silvers shiny? I think they were. I'm not talking about the figure, I'm talking about like the actual design. I think the metal, or the silver gunmetal parts of him are shiny metallic. But I know for a fact the reds, whites, and yellows are matte. And I like seeing that on the figure, and it's cool. The Super Saiyan Teen Gohan? The Super Saiyan Teen Gohan is so fucking cool. I'm pre-ordering that thing right away, but I don't think I need to import it. I can wait for a US order. Like, I can wait for that. That thing looks sick. It's the first soft good, or no, what's it called? Cloth good. It's the first cloth good in the Dragon Ball line, which is sick that they're actually going down that route, even though I kind of wish they did it sooner with like Lab Code 21 or something. But better late than never. That Gohan looks amazing. New 3.0 body. What is it? The Super Saiyan 1 head sculpt, which, yeah, that works. I'm surprised they didn't give him like a smiley face though. Kind of like how the Full Power Goku has, where he's all like happy or whatever. But I have been hearing that Full Power Goku might get like a 3.0 or whatever. And then like, what if this Super Saiyan Gohan is gonna be like the superhero Gohan, where like he comes with like some stuff, but he's gonna come with many more things that are gonna be put in packages with other figures. Like another figure that people are predicting now because of Gohan. People are predicting that this means 3.0 Cell's coming soon. Like 3.0 Cell's coming soon because of this. And people are thinking, well, what if the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan head sculpt is going to come with Cell? Okay, I see that happening. That makes sense. What if we're getting another Goku, and that's going to come with like the happy face for Super Saiyan Gohan? Or is someone going to come with the base form head for Teen Gohan? Stuff like that. Totally possible. Yeah, Demoniacal Fit made a base 3.0 Goku. It just came out. Yeah, I just saw the pictures for that. I was going to put those in here too. Martialist Forever. I don't know. I have like 10 Gokus already, and they're all 2.0. The 3.0 Goku's cool, but I also don't want to have to get like 10 of them. And I know that if I just get one of them, I'm going to have that one figure, and it's going to outshine the rest of my Goku bodies, and I'm going to look at the other Goku bodies and just go, man, I wish those were 3.0s too. So I just, like, I don't know, I'll just stick with my 2.0 Gokus for now, I guess. Like they work. Yeah, I definitely don't like the shoulder things for the 2.0s, and their leg movement isn't the best, like, splitting apart, but it's like, whatever. 3.0 Future Gohan? I don't know, that's probably happening eventually. Personally, I do not care at all. I'm not a future Gohan. I don't dislike future Gohan, but like I'm not gonna ever get a figure of future Gohan. I feel for the people that pre-ordered him just to have Demoniacal Fit like go silent about him and basically just take your money. But like I didn't, and I don't want future Gohan, so it's like whatever. I don't care as much as other people do. But I get why other people are angry. That makes sense. But yeah, they're gonna have to release him eventually. You can't just make people buy a figure that you aren't even gonna release. You just can't do that. They're gonna release him. It's just a matter of when, and if they're even gonna like give us a single update about it. So anyways, why don't we actually animate in this animation stream, finally? That's like 10 whole minutes. That's right. Okay. Actually, no, why don't we just start off? We should just start off every time we animate by just seeing what we have so far. Oh yeah, and since my computer's more tolerant, I can run a little higher settings in the middle of animating while streaming. Usually I have to put the settings down to like bare minimum while streaming or just animating so it'll actually run. Because if I do higher settings, it gets all choppy and stuff. But like I can run higher settings now during working. Usually it doesn't really matter because I only really have to turn them on when I'm exporting. But I can have them on while I'm working too. So it's like, oh shit, that's cool. I like that. However, I might want to add one more shot in here. So this is going to kick him, swim off. Titano's going to swim like that. I want to have a shot right after that. That's just like a shot of Titanosaurus swimming. Like you don't see Godzilla, it's just a shot of Titanosaurus swimming. Getting closer, and then it goes to this. Is the... I don't know, I think it looked... There's probably some, like, term for it, for what that kind of shot is, but, like... I'll maybe learn it eventually, but I just want a shot somewhere in the middle there. But... that can be for later. What are we going to have this? We said something. We said something last stream. We said something like, he's going to slash his face. And then while he's dazed from the slash face, he's going to, like, headbutt him or something. I think that's what we said. So Titano's all like, oh, fuck, I've been hit. I think Godzilla's going to grab his head. And is he going to headbutt him? Does he bite him back? Does he just kick him? Does he stuff you into a suit? Does he punch you? I don't know. I don't know. Whoa, what is that? Why does it get all... Oh! Something isn't loading properly in here. What is it? Is it the skybox? Where am I? I'm free! Okay, what isn't loading? What in this heaven-forsaken landscape isn't loading? Whoa. Okay. Because that's what that red flashing is. There's a model in here somewhere that just isn't loading. What is this? So this is an error. Oh, Jesus Christ, what the hell is this? It's not that. Oh! Man, guess I'm gonna have to reload that thing eventually. Oh, it was? Wait. I know it was out during my Monster Hunter stream, but maybe it wasn't out during my last animation stream. I don't know. Either way, I haven't seen it yet. I really need to, though. I want to check it off my list for the year. Because 2023 is going to be my record for the most amount of movies watched in theaters. I ain't going to pirate it. I got to watch it legitimately. And I'm not counting like bonus movies where it's like, oh, for this movie's 30th anniversary, we're going to play it in theaters again. Like, no, I mean like brand new theatrical releases. 2023 is going to be my record for the most theatrical releases I watched in theaters in a single year. I watched Mario in theaters this year. I watched Transformers: Rise of the Beasts in theaters this year. I watched Barbie and Oppenheimer, both on the same day, back to back from each other. That's already 4. I want to watch Five Nights at Freddy's. That'll be 5. And then Godzilla Minus One. That'll be number 6. I want to get 6 movies in one year. I've never done that before. Usually it's either none or like 1. Like that's usually it. Or 2. It usually tops off at like 2. But I want to get 6 this year. I loved Mario. Mario was fun. Mario was a good movie. There were some things that were like, well, it's like a kid movie. It's like whatever. Doesn't excuse it. You can't just say, oh, like, but it was made for the fans or whatever. Like, no. If a movie does something wrong, it does something wrong. No excuse. I think the biggest problem it had was pacing? Yeah, pacing. There were some parts that they went by really fast. Like the scene when Mario and Peach meet each other for the first time. And it's just like, Princess, you gotta help me. Luigi's mad. And he just goes, okay, sure. It's like, what? Yeah, you heard me. I'll help you out. It's like, oh, that was kind of fast. Like, I'm Mario. I don't know how to do anything in this world. And then it's like, well, I guess that's the whole point of montages, to skip through stuff in a timely manner. Where he just like trains and he's like, now I can conquer the Mushroom Kingdom with my parkour skills. And it's like, okay. I can't remember other parts of the movie that had pacing issues. I know that one like chunk of the movie went by pretty fast. Oh, the entire adventure as a whole, where it's like, okay, off to the adventure to go find Bowser or whatever. Like, we get the whole stuff with like the Kong army or whatever, but everything else we just never see. Like, oh look, they're in the desert for 2 seconds. Oh look, we're walking across it for 2 seconds. That was a lot of stuff that we could have saw, and that would have been really cool. Hello, how are you? Oh. Yeah, they showed Godzilla 2000 at the beginning of November. If I didn't go watch it, but if I did, I wouldn't have counted that on the list. Because like I said, I'm not counting things where it's like, oh, this is a movie that's already been out for a long time, but for anniversary purposes, we're putting it back in theaters. I'm talking specifically brand new movies coming out for the first time in theaters. That's what I'm talking. Like I said, Mario, Transformers, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Minus One. Oh, I fucking love the Minus One design. That thing looks amazing. I do think it's kind of funny, though, whenever I talk about it and I see people go, oh, it took a lot of inspiration from Heisei. Or, wow, it's very based on Heisei, don't you think? And when I hear that, I go, so it's just generic Godzilla. Because that's what it means. When a Godzilla design is a quote-unquote inspired by Heisei, It's not really. It's more just inspired by just Godzilla. It's just him. Heisei isn't like, oh, that's the specific Heisei design. Like, Godzilla 2000, for example, because we were just talking about Godzilla 2000. That is a very unique design. Very lengthy, and like the draconic face and the greenish colors with the purple spikes. That is a very unique design. We go to Heisei Godzilla, though. It's fucking awesome. It's one of the best designs ever. It's... I wouldn't say it's unique. It's just him. Heisei design is just his design. So when you say like, oh, this one kind of looks like Heisei Godzilla, it's just that it looks like Godzilla. Like... And that's how I think with Minus One. It's not like, oh, it's like they took this one specific design and then they like made it a bit more... It's just... It's Godzilla. Minus One isn't, but he's a more unique design. But his inspiration for his design is just the basic Godzilla look. As opposed to like Shin, where they didn't take the generic Godzilla look and they just made a freakish nightmare that's sick as hell. But I absolutely love Minus One. He's one of the best standard Godzilla looks in a long time. Mainly just because we haven't gotten a standard look in a long time, but you know what I mean. He looks amazing. It's crazy, because I don't like the ride design that much. I don't hate it, but I certainly don't love it. It's just like... It's mid. How about that? It's mid. But I mean mid in the actual sense of the term mid. I hear people use the term mid all the time, and they use it incorrectly. People use the word mid synonymously with bad or horrible or like F. That's not what mid means. The word mid comes from the word middle, which means it's right in the middle. It's not amazing and it's not horrible. It's just all right. That's what mid means. And when I say the ride design is mid, that's what I mean. It's not a horrible design. It's definitely not what I love. It's just there, and it's all right. That's the ride design. But just a few changes here and there, and then holy shit, now it's one of my favorites. The Minus One design looks amazing. I can't wait to see that movie. I was terrified because I thought they were only playing in AMC theaters. And I was like, shit, no! Because there's no AMC theaters by my college right now. Or just, there isn't. There is, I don't know why I said right now. There just aren't AMC theaters by my college. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to wait till like Christmas break to go back home with my family and then go to an AMC theater there. I was like, no! And then I remembered I have this one random theater over here. I didn't think they were going to be playing it because I thought Minus One was only playing in AMC's. But I just Googled Godzilla Minus One screenings near me, and then that theater popped up. I was like, oh shit, they are playing Minus One. Oh, thank God, I can still watch it. And yeah, you bet your ass I'm going to watch it. And the available days are going to be like right during next week's stream. So I'll probably... Hold on, just... I'll probably... Thursday is likely for when I watch Minus One. And... or the Thursday of the week. Opening night for Minus One. That is a likely day I'll watch it. So the way that would go is I would stream for you guys, and then as soon as the stream ends, I go to the theaters and watch Minus One. I'd probably start the stream like an hour early, just so I could give myself more time to prep. So like instead of like 5 to 7, it would be like 4 to 6. And then I get ready to go watch Minus One. Like, that would be pretty sick. I do have a family member, though, who wants to come up here by my college to see if then we can both watch it together. So that might also change the plan of when I actually go watch the movie, but yeah, I can watch the movie now. So we got this. How do I want the camera to move here? Oh. What do I want the next shot to be? Do I want it to be like here? Yeah, why don't we do it like that? Because he's gonna grab his head then. I like to stylize this fight. I don't want it to be boring and just like, I'm gonna punch you. I'm slashed. And I don't want every single shot to be like the ultimate thing ever. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do the biggest laser ever. Oh, and then I'm gonna immediately retaliate right off the bat with like super, like, I just want a cool, clean fight. And I don't want it to end right away too. So I better not be seeing comments of you guys being like, maybe Godzilla should like charge the atomic breath like super powerful and then it turns like red and then he blows up Titan. Like, no, I don't want to end it right away. Maybe not even at all. What if this animation just goes on for eternity? At this rate, it's going to. I don't ever fucking work on this thing. I just talk to you guys. Maybe I should change that. Maybe I should just have chatting streams where we just do whatever. That'd be cool. Like tier lists. I kind of teased that last week, that we could do tier list streams. I make tier lists, so it could be cool. Yeah. I chat because I know you guys don't mind it. Like, from what I see, you guys like when we just sit here and fucking talk. Because we talk about fun stuff. And animation is just something that I can do while we talk. But at the same time, I gotta remember, I have a whole YouTube channel waiting for me to make an animation, so like I kind of have to also work on it. Like it is a vibe. The lo-fi helps with that for sure. The lo-fi music I have in these streams totally helps with the chill, just chatting vibe. And I want to do that more. I want to give people this like chill, sick haven to just come do once a week. Or once every 2 weeks if you don't care about Monster Hunter, I suppose. I'll start playing new games too. Don't worry, that'll happen eventually. Sorry, I'm just moving this. It looked kind of small. Yeah, like, I'm absolutely open to more suggestions of things to do for streams. Like, different games to play, just different things to do. Like, I'm absolutely open. I'm only human. I know as much as any other human does. So... I can only think of so much stuff. That's really welcome for me. You should have streams like this more often. Maybe when college is over. When college is all done with, and I'm just in an apartment, like working at Olive Garden probably, or doing something else, and I'll have probably more time on my hands to just focus on my personal work, I should be able to stream much more consistently and much more quote-unquote professionally, as opposed to just like once a week. I could post like full-on schedules of like, hey guys, we'll be doing these things on these days for the month. Get ready for these watch-alongs, game streams or whatever. Like really getting into it, because that's what I want to do. I don't want this to just be like, oh, this is that thing I just kind of do on the side. Just because I really want to. I want this to be me, I guess, is the thing I want to say. I want this to be my career, I suppose. Like, Yeah, the most likely option, the most likely scenario is I'm going to be working an actual job and then doing this. But the dream scenario is this is the career. That would be sick. And there's only one way to make that happen. It's to invest into it, commit to it, keep doing it. But for now, I can only do like one stream a week. It's the best I can do. But I still do it because that's what I want to do. If I can't do everything I want to, just do everything that I can do. And the only thing I can do is a stream once a week. And I will do it happily because this shit's fun. I like that I can see your reactions right away now. I can run the stream in ultra low latency so I can see your guys' responses like fucking instantly, as opposed to the other streams where it was like on like normal low latency or normal. So like I'd say something and I don't see your guys' replies until like a minute later. Now I just see them right off the fucking bat and I'm like, oh hell yeah, I can interact more. This is cool. Anyways, I need to headbutt Titano's skull real quick. And by real quick, I mean this might take a second. Let me turn up. Okay, that didn't help. There we go. I wish I could turn off the water for just like 1 second. Maybe I can. Hold on. Load map. I can just change the map for a second. I think. Yeah! Where's Godzilla, though? Oh, well, okay, never mind. What about... really big, totally black void? Yeah, there we go. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. I should make more Discord emojis. I have a whole ass server. And I'm an animator and I can make stuff. And I don't put those pieces together where it's like, wait a minute, I can make my own emojis and stickers and stuff like that. Why aren't I doing that? I think I've made like a few. I know those 2 GIF stickers are... I made those, like Kiryu dancing, and then the Monica one's based off of a GIF, though. That's not completely my idea originally. That's like a funny drawing of like Monica with a giant boombox and shades. And then I just animated it with SFM, but I made that sticker. Most streamers, viewers can't really talk with their creators. The streamer and the viewer interaction is just the streamer talking to this amorphous blob of multiple people. What's with you? It's more personal. I do wish you become a larger. Yeah, so that's the thing. I've talked about that before. You kind of have to, you pick one. It's either less view. I'll start with the other one. It's either you have a lot of viewers, you have a lot of people following you, and you get your content grows. You have so much more. You have a much larger audience, but in doing so, it's less personal because you humanly can't interact with so many people in one instance, one-on-one. Like, that's just impossible. You have to talk to them as if they're a whole crowd. There's that, or there's having less people. Like, very small handful chunk of people. The content doesn't grow too much. It's very small, very quiet, secluded in the corner, isn't booming off too much, isn't being as profitable as it could be. But the creator to the audience interaction is so much better. It's so much more personal. Almost everything is heard and responded to. It's like I'm actually there talking to you specifically, not you and 2 million other people. So you kind of have to pick one. And while the former is definitely the one I'm aiming towards, I definitely want that. I'm not mad or like sad or like mopey or whatever that I'm in the latter right now. Because, like, everyone starts somewhere. Everyone starts low. And you have to make your way up to that. And when you get to that point at the top, you still remember what it was like when the interactions were more personal. Like, you still get to have that experience. You get to experience both. It's just one happens, and then it evolves into the other. Ugh. But then again, when there's that many more people, I'll be honest, sometimes shit gets really funny. If you say something funny, and there's like 2,000 people watching it, there's a much more likely chance that someone is going to say something to continue off of that makes you start crying with laughter. Like a joke that no one else thought of. And I'd have to do stuff like memberships and stuff like that and focus more on like super chats. I'd have to actually do more. When there's more people, I need to do more work to keep those more people. It's work I'd definitely be willing to do. But it's still work nonetheless. Togo! Yay, you're here! I'm doing great. How are you? Fellow animator, not just for Godzilla, but specifically Save the Earth Melee. That still exists, you guys, I promise. Save the Earth Melee is a thing. Not Save the Earth, not Destroy All Monsters Melee. Save the Earth Melee. Doing pretty good. Nice! Ugh. The Tofu Society. Meeting all the spell. Yeah, so I had no clue. There's so many Godzilla content creators, and I remember one day I just found out, like, I was thrown into the cult with all of them as well, and I realized, like, wait a minute. They all know each other. They're, like, I remember being joined in, like, a server or whatever, and I'm like, oh, cool, I'm in a server or whatever. Oh my god, fucking everyone's here. I was like, what? It's like... Okay, I haven't seen Across the Spider-Verse, but I'm guessing there's a scene where they bring him there, and then they're like, Miles, welcome to the Spider-Verse, or whatever. And then he's like, whoa, there's so many Spider-Man! And then they're like, yeah, we're all here. And it's like, hi, Miles. Whoa, yay, hi, Miles, look, another Spider-Man. Whoa! That was me. When I like really got into the community, I was like, whoa, you guys are all here. It's a small world. It's a small world of tokusatsu content creators. It's a really small society of tokusatsu creators. It's a, okay, Toku Society. I'm 90% at, was I close enough? I was close enough, wasn't I? You get my point. That's what matters. You understand what I mean. Where it's like, whoa, everyone's here. And then they're like, yeah, we know you too, Sacred Eyes. Welcome. And I'm like, oh my god, they know me. I keep forgetting that I'm not just just a guy on YouTube anymore. I'm someone that people actually watch. I forget that a lot of the time. I'm not just alone anymore. Like, I go on YouTube and there's tons of people looking forward to my stuff, and I'm like, wow. It's easy to forget that sometimes. Or like, I'll just be like watching a video. I'll just be watching a video from another Godzilla content creator and be like, guys, okay, look, we're just gonna be like reacting to like stuff or whatever. Oh, look at these cool animations. And out of fucking nowhere, oh, and here's an animation by a YouTuber called Synchronize. Man, I love their stuff. And I'm like, what? You fucking kidding me? I'm like, oh my god. Like, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? It's like Riot something. What's his name? Is it just like Riot Gaming or whatever? He's always in his own thumbnails. He's got that headset. He looks pretty fucking swole. That guy, he kind of looks like Tyler, like Markiplier's friend Tyler. I think his name's Riot Gaming or whatever. Oh, Monkey Riot, is that his name? Okay, so I forgot if I found it myself or if someone else showed it to me, but he had a whole video dedicated to just reacting to my fucking videos. And I lost my mind. I was like, no fucking way. No fucking way my stuff reached this guy. I never even watch his content. I just know I see him everywhere, and he's apparently pretty darn popular. So then I pressed play on that video and I watched it. I'm like, this is so fucking surreal. I've done it. I've won. It was a very cool moment, I'll be honest, and I showed everyone I know, like, guys, look, these YouTubers are reacting to my stuff. Who else? Alteori? I can't find the video anymore. It might have been taken down for some reason, but I made that 65 years video for Godzilla, and they made an entire video dedicated to just like analyzing that animation I did, and they went like really into detail about the video I made, and I was like, this is the coolest fucking thing ever. This is the coolest shit ever. Someone's breaking down the like art of my video and like the symbolisms in it, and I was like, this is the coolest shit ever. I forget that people watch my videos. I guess that's the most simple way to put it. I forget people actually watch my videos. And it's so... what's the word? It's euphoric. It's so euphoric when I remember that. Because I just sit back and I'm like, this is why I do this. And I don't know, my emotional energy just ran out. I was on a fucking roll and then I just gave up. You guys get the point. Yada yada yada. I'm emotional. People watch my stuff. Let's headbutt Titanosaurus now finally. It's been like 40 minutes and we haven't done anything. So for this shot, I'm gonna have to move him up. Don't worry. People who didn't watch this stream won't know that Titanosaurus has been teleported upwards. Oh my god, that's cool. It's cool because on this side he still looks angry. But on this side it's like, what? He looks like King K. Rool right now. It's King K. Rool Titanosaurus. Also, look how fucking smooth and crisp this is. Usually it's all like choppy because I'm running an animation software along with streaming. This is so smooth and crispy. And to think the only thing I needed to do was get a new SSD. It's 4 times bigger than my last one too, though. The original SSD was 250 gigs. Now it's a terabyte one. So now I can do more stuff. I can play Battlefront 2 on ultra settings now. That puts it into perspective. Like, I already had the graphical specs to run these games, but my SSD just sucked, so it couldn't run anything. Now I can actually run stuff the way it's supposed to. Somebody start a conversation for me. If I start the next conversation, Titano's not going anywhere. I just need to animate Titano, and someone else needs to bring up something. And then I will elaborate on it. I could probably turn up the... Is the Lofi at a good volume? Do we want that louder or quieter? I can't tell. The volume for me is different than the volume on the stream. Let me... The volume for me is different than the volume on the stream. Oh, it sounds fine. Oh shit, you guys could hear me again. Like, I have my phone next to me to, like, let me make sure the stream's actually running good. But I turned it up to hear it. But then I heard in the stream my phone being turned up to hear it. That's something I gotta take note of. So now... So that was a slow-mo shot. And now we can come back to regular speed. Oh, he looks so mean. Okay, hold on. I gotta take off my hoodie. I'm so fucking procrastinating right now. It's not even crazy. But I'm taking off my hoodie because I'm getting a little hot. Gotta take off my headset. Oof. Okay. Have I ever Forrest Gumped myself in the most random of places? Like the forest? Have I gumped in the forest before? What's the biggest gump you've ever dumped in the forest? What's the biggest... I don't know. I was onto something. 2 feet? That's a big gump. Oh, that's right. This is the skybox. Okay. What if I just hide that? There we go. Now I can take the blood, bring it back to normal speed. Ooh. 39.8. Oh, I want that to go faster. Or do I? That might be fine. No. $39. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now I just gotta... Why do I hate Godzilla 98? Give me a reason to like him. I could just answer for you right now. But oh my god, Titano has just been sitting here in agony the whole time. But I've gone in depth, at least I think I have, on my reasons for not liking Zilla. But my brain is half functioning right now. So I'll just say, give me a reason to like him. You name me one time, and I'll forgive all of it, or whatever he says. He's like, yeah, that's what I thought, so, you fucking race car. Cool movie. Kids these days won't understand. Fucking talking cars sounds like the dumbest shit ever, but that movie's awesome. Hi, Artoria! Also, bye, John. Couldn't it just, rescheduled whatever you have to do for, later? Come on. I'm here once a week, dude. Really? I'm here every Thursday! Actually, speaking of which, I won't be here next Thursday. I will not be here next Thursday, because next Thursday is Thanksgiving. And I'll be with family. So yeah, next Thursday, no stream. Thursday after that, I'll probably stream, but it'll be earlier, and I gotta go watch Minus One. Maybe. Zilla is indeed very unique. And I know a lot of people say that to me when they say, why don't you like Zilla? Well, the thing I usually respond with is, unique is not synonymous with good. Just because something's unique doesn't mean it's good. And it's not like Zilla's the only unique design, so I say Zilla's unique and bad. Doesn't mean every Godzilla design that's unique is bad to me. It can be a new take on the design that's drastically different, but it still has to actually be him. Like, for example, Shin. I cannot look at Shin and go, that is the same Godzilla that I know and love from the prior films. This is a completely new guy. Like, I just don't see him as the original. He's just too different. Same with Zilla. Zilla and Shin, I see separately from the iconic character of Godzilla. They're just so drastically different from the main thing that I can't call him the same thing. They have to be completely different characters to me. But one actually has the spirit of Godzilla, while the other is just an entirely new monster, period. That's right. It's not just you, Artoria. I know someone else who had Thanksgiving in October. What the hell is up with that? I don't know what that means. I did not know that was a thing. Elaborate. I know someone else who had Thanksgiving in October too. I command you to tell me what you mean by that. Also, holy shit, is my mic loud? It's like getting in the red zone. Wait, maybe that's a good thing. No. I'll put it at 9. There we go. 0.9, not 9. 0.9. But yeah, I know someone else who had Thanksgiving in October, and I was like, what the fuck? Why? You did it too. You better not be the same fucking person. I know you're not, but like, there better not be some like Scooby-Doo mask pull. Well, I wait for you to answer that. Back to the Zilla and Shin thing. They are both very drastically different designs from what we know for Godzilla. Shin, however, at least still has the spirit of the character. The silhouette is close enough. Aside from the giant tail, just a black silhouette of Shin is still pretty similar to what we know for as Godzilla, but yet at the same time still being unbelievably different. He does things Godzilla would do. Everyone else treats him the same way they treat the normal Godzilla. He gives off the same energy. Zilla is an entirely different being, more than just the design too. It doesn't say I'm Godzilla in any way. Aside from I'm a reptile that's really big in a city. That's it. Zilla is as much of Godzilla as the Rhedosaurus is in Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. They both share just as many similarities to the character as they do. Zilla is a cool design. I think Zilla looks cool. I will say that. He looks cool. But not as Godzilla. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to dock points for that, though. I'm still docking him points for his design. Because there's the argument of, yeah, if he wasn't Godzilla, though, then he'd look cool. You're specifically saying it as if that's a hypothetical situation. You're saying it's only cool if he isn't Godzilla. If he isn't Godzilla, then the design is good. But that's hypothetical. The truth of the matter is, he is supposed to be Godzilla. And that design just does not work for that. So I will dock the design points. That is a bad design for the character. Make an entirely new creature in the franchise and give it that design. That would work. It's just like Gorosaurus. Like, he's as much as Godzilla as Zilla is. A big reptile that attacks people. It's this exact same amount of similarities. Oh shit, you're also tiny. I can't see that. I can't see that. I can't see that. I can't see that. Oh fuck, I missed it. Oh, someone subscribed. Melly Lopez, thank you. Shit. I should have caught that. Let me fix it. Ugh. Come on, scroll wheel. Pop up, please. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. Okay. Come on, scroll. There we go. Whew. Yeah. So I don't like Zilla. Also, a lot of you guys don't know this. Roland Emmerich openly admitted to, like, making the character out of spite. Pretty much. He does... Well, no. He made the movie out of spite. He didn't design Zilla. I keep forgetting that. Roland Emmerich didn't design Zilla. That was Titopoulos. And Titopoulos didn't make that design out of spite. He didn't. He truly tried to make a good design. He wasn't like, this is fucking stupid, I'm gonna make it look ridiculous. No. Titopoulos actually tried to... He put his heart into that design. What I meant with, like, the spite thing is that Roland Emmerich made the film out of spite. He intentionally made the movie bad. Trying to, like... He didn't want to make the movie. So he tried to make it bad on purpose so they'd kick him off the project. So... The movie was made in the vein of someone not liking the series. It was made by someone who didn't like the series and tried to make it bad on purpose. Like, how can I like that? I can like that, though. Hey! I can't see that, though. Shit. No! Or was that... Is that the alert box? Yes, it is the alert box. Don't worry, I'll read that. It's here on the chat still. I just need to fix the alert box. Thank you, whoever just donated. Thank you, M. Creeper, for $5. Amy Bottle of Scrumpy. I'm gonna be totally honest, I have no idea what the fuck that means. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But thank you. Thank you anyways. You got your little bit of fame. I'm sorry it was tiny. But think of it this way. It was tiny, but at the same time, you get like a full few minutes dedicated to me just trying to shout you out, so... I mean, there's that. Yeah, the movie turned out stinky. Oh no, I think I'll stay home. There's no Godzilla. Like... Yeah. I feel like Lo-Fi Girl listens to Lo-Fi Watch. Do you think that's what Lo-Fi Girl does? She just watches streamers? Maybe she does, because they specifically say that you can use her music in videos and streams, just as long as credit's given. That's got to be for a reason. She's got to be like, oh, hell yeah. Streamers are sick. But wait, it's Synth Boy that has the computer, though. Wait, Lo-Fi Girl has a laptop, right? Because I know Synth Boy has the computer set up. And Lo-Fi Girl just, like, writes in the notebook. But she has a laptop, right? Yeah, okay. Lo-Fi Girl has a laptop. You'd think I'd know by now, but I'm usually not looking at the stream when I'm listening to it, so. Speaking of which, did you guys see that video that Lo-Fi Girl just made, like, for Snowman? That thing is so sad. That thing was so sad. And heartwarming. And Synth Boy pops up in it for, like, 8 seconds. Like, as a MCU cameo moment. But it was about, like, Lo-Fi Girl's, like, childhood. And, like, she's just chilling outside. And then, like, the first snowflake of the year falls down. And then she remembers, like, getting to play in the snow when she was a kid with her parents. And making a snowman. And I'm guessing, like, she just really misses that time of her life or something. And she just gets really sad and starts, like, crying. And she tries to, like, run back home or whatever. But then she, like, looks up at the sky and she sees the exact same constellation that she'd look at with her dad, and then she feels better, and I'm like, oh, and it plays lo-fi music the whole time, and I'm like, oh god, this is beautiful. Because they've been missing for a while. Yeah, for like the past couple days, Lo-Fi Girl and Synth Boy haven't been in their rooms, and then that video came out, and it was all Lo-Fi Girl, but then you just see Synth Boy for like 2 seconds, because she's like running up some stairs or something, and she accidentally like bumps into his shoulder, I think. Like, oh shit, Synth Boy, and then that was it. You don't see him again. Lo-Fi Girl lore is... Has Game Theory done a Lo-Fi Girl thing yet? He has to have. And if he hasn't, he's definitely going to. Ooh. Oh, no. Ooh. Wait. No. Lo-Fi Girl's sick. I wonder if there's a Lo-Fi Girl model on Source Filmmaker. Or Blender, and I can just port it to Source Filmmaker. Because I know how to do that. Come on, Titano. We gotta have you do something today. I only do this once every 2 weeks. I gotta actually do shit. Yuck. There we go. All better. What? Why did you start laughing? What the fuck? Well, okay. Why were you laughing, though? I guess that matters. Why were you laughing? It could be for a totally legitimate reason. If I swear to God, if you just respond with like, "'Cause I like sunburn," like, it wasn't even that goofy looking. Was it because you think she looked goofy? Did it like time up with the music funny or something? Oh. They just made like a penis joke while Lo-Fi Girl started crying. And you're like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to watch a video. Oh, okay, that's the stream. I was like, those are some loud toads right now. And I'm like, wait a minute. There's still toads out right now? It's freezing cold. Ah. It's the Lo-Fi Girl stream. Oh. I might need to back this camera up. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, there's voices. I'll just focus on animating Godzilla right now. So. Wow. Ooh. Wow. Wow. What is that meme? It's like the sound effects where it's like. Wow. What the fuck? They got dumped and were just cracking jokes about their ex. Kind of annoying, but still funny. Oh man, this is quite the sad lo-fi video. Yeah, and then my ex said, dude, shut up now. Yeah, but my ex... Shut the fuck up! Genuine rage is one of the funniest things ever. Like, genuine rage in a controlled environment is so fucking hilarious. Titano's getting animated. Don't worry. I just gotta animate them one at a time. The only time I animate two characters, like, at the exact same time, is when they're physically touching. Like, if it's gonna be like a punch in the face, I need to animate both to make sure it connects right. Or like if they're like grabbing hands or pushing or whatever, or just like shoving, or like he's gonna trip them or stuff like that. Or if someone's just like leaning on a shoulder or whatever, that's when I have to animate them both at the exact same time. Otherwise, I just take turns. Like, this is Godzilla's turn, and then I'll do Titanosaurus. But then I'll do them both at the same time and set them up to let Godzilla grab his head. So, hold on. Yoink. Collar. I should call her. I should call her. Come on, guys, that was funny. Come on. I'm a streamer now, right? Now I'm a streamer. I can't be a streamer without making an innuendo at least once in a stream. I should call her. I'll make more if you guys donate money, though. That's how that works, right? At least from my experience. Wait, what? My ex just broke up with me. Becomes low tier god. No. Oh, wait. Oh, hey, John, you're back. I thought you said you were leaving. Back so soon? Did you forget your shoes or something? Did you forget your wallet? Guys, does someone know where John's wallet is? I think he left it here. Unfinished business. Oh, shit. Okay, don't get on John's bad side. This hand's gotta go lower. You assholes are admitting like the worst shit in my animation stream. What did I do? This isn't the confession room box place. What's it called? The confession box. That's what it's called, right? I'm Christian. I should know this. confession stream. I need to be a VTuber as soon as possible. I need to get like my goofy synchronized character or whatever, make it as like a VTuber, and then just get like a priest outfit. And you guys all just confess to me. And then I'm like, the promise of a confessional seal or whatever, where it's like anything spoken of in the confession box never leaves. But at the same time, it's like a public stream. What if it's an unarchived stream of me letting people confess their sins to synchronize? I have a good VTuber voice. I really want to fucking be a VTuber. It sounds so fucking fun. At least some parts of it. Like, some parts it's like... yeah, that's the joke. The rule... So, for those of you that don't know, when you go to confession and you tell your confessions to the priest, they are under oath by the Catholic Church to not say a single thing you said to another person. You tell them your sins, and they're the only person on the entire planet that gets to know what you just said. If they tell anyone, literally anyone, the sins that you confessed, they are immediately excommunicated from the church. That's how it works. I had a morality class in high school where we talked about this. And we were like, what do you do under certain situations? Like, what if you're a priest and a guy comes into confession and he admits to committing murder and like he admits to killing someone? Like, what do you do then? Like, what do you do in that situation? Like, you're under oath by the church to not tell anyone what the confession was. But, like, you should probably report that to the police. But you can't, though, because you're under oath by the church to not say any of the confessions. So then you choose, like, do you keep the secret that this person just killed someone? Or do you risk your excommunication in order to have justice be served on this person that committed murder? It's like, what do you do? Even worse, if someone admits to, I'm planning to kill a bunch of people, what do? Do you keep the oath and keep it a secret? Or do you tell authorities to save lives? But then you're excommunicated from the church and you're no longer a priest. Morality class asked a lot of the big questions. Yeah, but that if you kill the person, then you have to go to confession and then confess to another priest that you killed that person. And then you're back at square one. What does that priest do? Do they keep the secret that you just killed somebody? Or do they do something about it and then get excommunicated? Like, that's a thing for you guys to think about. Yeah, so then, guys, morality was such a fucking awesome class. It was so fun debating on what stuff was worth it and what stuff isn't, and like what ends justify the mean, or what means are justified by the ends that they give you and stuff like that. Like what counts, like, because it was like a Christian class or whatever. Like we talked about like the 10 Commandments, and one of them is thou shalt not kill. Like the commandments say you should not kill. Sorry guys, this is a Christian stream. I just realized this is getting very Christian. Don't worry, I'll stop soon for those of you that really don't fucking care. But this will be the last like churchy thingy. But for example, one of the commandments is you shall not kill. Just do not kill people. That's it. Don't kill people. But at the same time, if someone breaks into your house at 3 a.m. with a weapon and threatens to harm and or kill you your wife slash husband and your children, and you kill them for that. Like, that's all right though, because you did it out of self-defense, especially if they attacked first. Like, if they ran at you with a knife and you shoot them with the gun you had under your bed, like, yeah, that you protected your family. But you broke the commandment of thou shalt not kill. But at the same time, the church sees it as you did the right thing, though. So then it's like, how far is the rule of thou shalt not kill? How far can that be stretched? Because a lot of the rules are very, like, vague or broad. And then you have to, and, like, that's the whole point of the church. They break down the rules for you. It's like, okay, so when they say this, they mean that you can do that. And the exceptions are, But, like, then you get into even more sketchy territory. Like, what if a guy breaks into your house and then you just shoot him right off the bat? You don't even know who he is. You don't even know if he's armed. You don't even know anything. But you still did it out of fear and with the intent to protect your family. Like, the intent was still there. But what if it was just like, just like a guy in his 60s with, like, Alzheimer's or something, and he's accidentally walked into your house? You did it with the mindset that it's someone that's going to harm your family, but you did just kill an innocent person. So it's like, where's the morality in this situation? Are you good or no? Yeah? Okay, no more churchy talk. Back to kaiju. Well, I'll read the responses first, and then back to kaiju stuff. Many different biblical scholars opponents. Like, it's been like 2,000 years, and we still don't know the answers to most of this shit. Like, an armed man with Alzheimer's. I don't know what an Alzheimer's person does when they have a weapon, but that is not a good combo. I'll say that for sure. I just recently watched all the Planet of the Apes movies. That had to do with Alzheimer's. When he gets in the car, he's like, oh wait, I don't drive. Oh shit, this isn't my car. And then the fucking chimp fucking, like, grabs the other guy and, like, bites his finger off and shit. Like, whew. I know St. Thomas Aquinas. That's what my high school was named after. I went to a high school called St. Thomas. Don't worry, guys. I know I've just been talking about Christian stuff forever. Don't worry. I am not that massively religious of a person. Like, you aren't going to see this happening frequently. Like, I'm not gonna make this church service for you guys. Like, I don't fucking want that. This is just a cool topic to talk about just for, like, a little bit, I guess. It's interesting. Religion is a cool topic to talk about sometimes. St. Thomas. I know Thomas is a popular name. I found out that almost every single name that begins with J comes from the Bible. Isn't that weird? Like, there's only, like, maybe 2 names that begin with J that I can think of that didn't originate from the Bible. Like, I don't know, Jackie. But then again, that's just a version of the name Jack. Or wait, no. Yeah, Jack is the one that isn't in the Bible. Jackson is one of the few J names that isn't in the Bible. But then you have stuff like John and Joshua and Joseph. Fucking Jotaro. Shut up. Jimmy, Jerry. I just remember this. I was looking up, like, names that begin with J, and almost the entire fucking list, I was like, holy shit, these are all from the Bible. What the hell? Jerry with an E. What about Jerry with a G? How do you think the Jerry spelt in SpongeBob? When SpongeBob gets that like little pocket snail, when he's like, man, Larry sure is different from Gary. And Larry and Gary are both very different from Jerry. How do you think that Jerry was spelled? Do you think that was with a J or with a G? There's probably an answer if you just watch that episode in like subtitles or whatever, but why would I do that? So oh, there's a lot of female J names that I haven't thought of though. Like Julia. I don't think Julia's in the Bible, is it? No way Julia's in the Bible. Or I don't think you know what? I could actually do this now. I can actually look this stuff up midstream because my computer can actually handle it now. Names that begin with J. My name's Jace, and I'm from the Ginyu Force. Julian. Is Julian in the Bible? That sounds like a name that's in the Bible. Is the name Julian in the Bible? Okay, Julius. Julius. The Eastern Bible's Dictionary. Julius. The centurion of an Augustan cohort. Okay, so yeah, Julius is in the fucking Bible. Bible J names. Jacob, Joshua, Jason, James, Joseph, Josiah, Jonah, Jaden, Jael, Jericho, Jotham, Julius, Jedediah, Jairus, Job, Joah, Jeriah, Josiah again, but spelled different, Josie. Holy smokes. James. Did I already say James? Yeah, I think I did. Jared, Jaden, Jael, Jotham City. Like, holy smokes. I'm excited for Monarch. I'm not the biggest Monsterverse fan for obvious reasons, but I'm excited for Legacy of the Monsters. Like, someone put this into perspective for me. Totally on accident. Completely on accident. They just said something, I'm like, holy shit, now that you put it that way. But, I realized something with the Monsterverse series. I don't like them. I just don't. But here's the thing. They're really, really, really fucking fun to watch for the first time. I go into Monsterverse media for the first time completely blind. Like, it's brand new. It just came out. I don't know anything about this film or show or whatever. I go in and I watch it. I don't really know anything, so I'm not really on the lookout for anything. So I'm just taking in the very basic stuff of, like, the series or whatever. And I have a ton of fun. I have a ton of fun. Really fun. Absolutely love watching this Monsterverse stuff. Then I watch it again to actually, like, understand what the hell I just watched. The first time I watched it was just for party and fun and just having a good time and getting to experience this thing. The next time I watch it, I'm watching it because I'm a fan of the Godzilla franchise and I need to actually, like, understand everything. Like, oh, this was a reference to this or that. Or like, oh, when she said this, she was referring to this back in the other series or whatever. Or like, oh, they did this. And like, or like, oh, the design changes. Like, oh, the monsters did this. And sort of paintings on the walls. And they said that they did all this. Once I get into that stuff with the Monsterverse, or like with a movie for the Monsterverse or whatever, then I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. And when I, like, compare it to other media, I'm like, okay, take this movie, put it, what's it like compared to these other movies? Holy fucking shit, this movie's stupid. I immediately just start hating it. But that's why I'm still so excited for Legacy of the Monsters. It's going to be my first time ever watching it. It looks really good. It's got Kurt Russell in it. It's got good-looking set pieces. It looks good. And I'm going to have the time of my life. Especially since my dad also keeps texting me every single day. Synchronize! Legacy of the Monsters is coming out. When is it coming out? I can't wait to watch it. It's got Kurt Russell in it. I want to watch it. How can I not be hyped for it when my dad keeps texting me that he wants to watch it so fucking bad? Like, that's awesome. I'm excited to watch Legacy of Monsters. But I hope. So it looks good. And it looks like it's going to stay good. But there's definitely a high chance that after I watch it for the first time and I actually get into what it really is, there's a chance I might think it's really bad. Like Godzilla vs. Kong. I watched that. I had a ton of fun. I watched it with my whole family. Then I watched it again in theaters. Yeah, I had a ton of fun. Then actually going into the movie and realizing all the fucking plot holes and shit and all the stuff that doesn't make sense and the weird choices that they made for some reason. Now that movie fucking stinks. It stinks. The honeymoon phase was over. I love the honeymoon phase of Monsterverse media. The honeymoon phase is amazing. But as soon as the honeymoon phase dies down and I actually just see it for what it is, then it stinks. You guys have been typing massive messages and I just have not been reading them. Hold on. It's yeah, you are right. Watching a Monsterverse movie is like experiencing drugs before getting addicted. I mean, so I've been told. So I've been told. I actually haven't taken drugs, but from what I hear, that's how it is. You take drugs for the first time, it is like the greatest feeling you have in your entire life. But once that happens, you will never feel that good again for the rest of your life. And everything else that happens from that point forwards is just disappointing and depressing. That's a Monsterverse movie. The first time you watch it, it is just absolute bliss. But now it's peaked. Every other time you watch it, it's just gonna be a fucking disappointment. I just like to think that when it tries to come off as realistic, but when you think about it for a minute, it's just so stupid. Like Toku, yeah, they try to be like, we're the Godzilla monsters, but in a more realistic world set. And then he fucking blows a hole into the middle of the planet where there's a hollow earth and fucking blue energy rocks and shit, and a giant ape with a weaponized Godzilla spike axe thing. And it's like, okay, if you're just gonna go into the crazy shit, just invest in it being crazy. Stop making it realistic. You can't do both. Which is why 2014 was cool. But 2014 still had a ton of issues. Whew. We might explore the effects of monster society and the fear. See, that's what I'm interested in seeing for Legacy of Monsters. Because that's what all the synopses for the show have been telling us. That the series is going to focus on society's reaction to monsters existing now. I want to see that. That sounds cool. I want to see society fall apart and crumble and go into panic just from seeing Godzilla simply existing. The stuff that kaiju do personally is always sick as hell. Like, this kaiju destroyed a city and because he was angry and he literally went there and destroyed stuff. That's cool and all. But seeing how the rest of the world acts when they aren't even there is even cooler. Like what I'm hoping happens in the show. Godzilla's in the ocean just chilling or whatever. But just the simple fact that he was in San Francisco for a bit, like he's not even there anymore. But now people just simply know he exists, and he isn't even doing anything now anymore, and stuff is still happening. There's events happening in the series because of him, but he isn't directly doing them. That sounds sick. He's impacting the world without even having to be there to do it. Society is gonna go fucking bonkers. And I want to see that. That's gonna be sick. I hope the whole show isn't just exclusively this small cast of characters going on little expedition quests for something. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the show yet. That it's definitely cool, but I hope we get to see more shots of just less about these specific characters and more just about the world of the Monsterverse. I want to see that. And yeah, the vibe of 2014, Legacy of the Monsters still feels like it's going to have a bit of a modern Monsterverse take on it, but it's definitely going to be, it looks at least looks like it's going to be paying a lot of respect to the vibe of the 2014 film, to the vibe of what Gareth Edwards gave the Godzilla film. It looks like it's definitely focusing on that, which I think is cool. Lo-fi music. Minus one. Holy shit. I'm way more excited for that than any of the Monsterverse stuff. I'm excited for Legacy of Monsters, though. That I'm excited for. According to all the leaks, though, and stuff from New Empire... Oh my fucking god, guys. That movie. That might actually be a time where I might not enjoy it right off the bat. New Empire... Because from the leaks, it sounds horrible. Do not say them in the chat, though. Do not tell leaks in the chat. Don't do that. That's another thing I'd have to do. Sorry, going back to like an hour ago when we were talking about the difference between having a lot of viewers and having a little. When I have a ton of viewers and like my content's much larger, I have mods for the chat. I have people making sure people don't just like shout slurs and stuff, like, or spoilers and leaks and stuff like that. And I can just be like, what? That guy says my content's stupid. Mods. Kill him. You've heard of Zilla. Now get ready for just God. Yeah, New Empire is definitely a bit much. But maybe it's the right thing. Because the Monsterverse right now is in this weird, like, limbo area of, like, it's trying to be realistic, but at the same time be, like, really wonky and magical at the same time, and it just doesn't work when they're both together. Like, we can clearly see that. What if the right move to do is, if they are just gonna abandon being super realistic, what if they do just commit to being super fucking weird? Just be the MCU while Toho gives us the better media. I'm just kidding. Kind of, not really. I like the Toho stuff more. And by the Toho stuff, I mean this is the first time we got a movie since 2016, so... Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I already know that the people in New Empire aren't going to be good. With the plot that the monsters are going to be having, like just from what we know from that, we know damn well the human story isn't going to be any better. Like, without it being completely disassociated from what the monsters are doing. But even then, if you completely disassociate it, then it's like, why the fuck is this even happening? Because it has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on. A lot of the Showa movies did that, so I hope that isn't the case. I think they just have to commit to just having it be a batshit crazy movie. Come on, I can at least get Godzilla in a neutral stance. Oh, Lord. Turn him. Turn him! Turn him! It's like shoot her, but turn him. If you didn't get it. Shoot him like Jurassic Park. Remember when the guy dies? And I have 4 burgers in my fridge right now. I am starving. But, like, the stream's almost done anyways. I'll just wait. Like, so yesterday at the cafe, I didn't even know this. Apparently, the stars perfectly aligned for me. I didn't even know this. I was just like, man, I'm kind of hungry. I guess I'll go to the cafeteria and get some food or something. Apparently, yesterday was like retro burger night. So we had like different burgers from like usual. Usually it's just like the regular cafeteria burgers, and it's just like, okay, whatever. But like, since it was like retro burger night or whatever, they got like actual like ground beef and like made actual fucking burgers that you would get at like if you went to an actual like Hop or like an actual 60s burger joint or whatever that have like the checkerboard like paper baskets and stuff like that. The burgers were so fucking good, and they had like a condiment like stand next to where they were handing out the burgers where it's like, oh, you could put bacon on it or caramelized onions or mushrooms and stuff like that, and then like different cheeses. I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking awesome. And I ate a few when I was there, and then I just fit as many as I possibly could into these like to-go containers that they give you at college. They give you these like green to-go containers because you can't take food outside of the cafeteria, but anything you can fit into that container you can take with you. So I just fit as many as I could into that thing. I mean, if it helps, I didn't eat them yet. I'm not going to eat them all at once either. They are heavy burgers. Like, those are going to last me a few days. Give me good hits. I forgot how to make good fighting animes for SFM. I was just struggling of doing one, and I'm not quite sure how I'd approach it. How did I approach it? Man, I am not a good teacher. I'll say that right now. I wish I just had an answer for you right away, but I know I am not the best teacher. Like, for example, I could play a game for like 45 hours straight, and then a friend or something like gets the game and he's like, okay, tell me how to play the game. I'll say like, I don't know. And they're like, what do you mean you don't know? You've been playing this game for like ever. I'm like, yeah, I know, but like, I don't really know how to put it into words on how to play the game. I just look at how to do it and then I do it. In this case, I just sort of figured it out on my own. Like, I just find stuff that works, and then I just keep doing that, and then I realize, okay, so this kind of works. And then as I keep doing that, then I find other little things here and there, like, oh, this makes it even better. Now I'll start adding this to my routine for like choreography and whatever. So that is another reason why I thought it was a good idea to stream my animations. I'm horrible at teaching, but the best I could probably do is at least just let you watch my procedure, so you can at least like see how I do it. So if I can't verbally tell you how to do stuff, I can at least visually tell you. Like, oh, I want to know how to punch somebody and make it look good. I can't tell you how to do it, but you can just watch how I animate my character punch the other. Like, I have no idea how to explain it into words, but you watch me do it and I'm like, oh, so he does that. And it's like, oh, how did he do this? Oh, so he raised that value up to like 5 or whatever. It's like, oh, and then like, yeah. So yeah, and then we talk the whole fucking time and then nothing happens. I wonder what would happen if I did a stream where I turned off my microphone the entire time. This sounds really dumb, and it probably is. Viewer count would probably drop. We're at like 7 or 8 or so. I keep seeing it go back and forth between 7 or 8. But it would drop to like 2 or something. But I'd be interested to see how that goes. Where I just turn off my mic and I just let you guys talk in the chat. And since I'm not talking to you guys, I can just focus on animating the whole time. I have no distractions. I also talk a lot. I use my hands a lot when I talk. Like, you guys can't see it, but I'm moving my hands around like crazy. I'm Italian. But, so yeah, talking kind of just pulls me away from being able to animate. So it's like, ugh. But then I like smack my face and I'm like, okay, back to work. Oh shit, wait, how does this look? It's something. How's the right arm look? This needs to go out. I also have like severe ADHD, so that doesn't help. I'll be like, okay, animating. Okay, but ooh, Forrest Gump. Okay, so far so good. You know, okay, I hope this doesn't upset anybody. I really hope it doesn't. But I'm just gonna say something that I think about a lot. It has to do with both ADHD and anxiety. Where, oh, you guys would call ADHD and anxiety a mental health condition, right? That's definitely like, wait, I just had another word in my head. Not defect. Yeah, it's mental health issue. It's an issue. Both of them are. Anxiety and ADHD. They're both mental health issues. But it's funny seeing how some people treat, like, they hear someone say like, oh, I have ADHD or I have ADHD or I have anxiety. They treat it like it's something more toned to like having a disease or whatever, where it's like, I have something pneumonitis, and you're like, oh, no way, I know someone who used to have that or whatever. It's like, oh wow, small world. Even though I'm pretty sure that like most people like, I want to say a vast majority of people, at least in America, I don't know what it's like for the rest of the world, but at least in America, I think the vast majority of people have anxiety and ADHD. There's the ones who just straight up know that they do because they literally went to the doctor and they got diagnosed with it. But then there's also the people that didn't get it diagnosed, but they just clearly fucking do. And then there's the people that are even good at hiding it, but they just know that they have it. And to me, it feels like it's just the norm. It feels like that's just what the human brain does. It doesn't feel like that's a rare exception where it's like, oh, you were given the thing that isn't the given. This is something that you're not supposed to have. This is different. You're not supposed to have ADHD and anxiety. It's definitely bad to have them. I'm not saying like, oh, it's not good for you. It's not. It's bad. It's stinky poo-poo, it's sucky. It sucks. But if almost every single person has it, isn't it like, isn't that technically the norm then? Isn't like that, it's like that's, what's the phrase I'm thinking of? It's just a part of the brain's blueprints, I guess. Like, that's just something that happens. Like, when you grow up, you just go through puberty. That's not like a thing that just happens with some people. Like, oh, I'm going through puberty. Oh, no way. I know someone who did too. Like, no. Just, everyone goes through puberty. That's just a part of the life. I feel like ADHD and anxiety are just a thing that every single brain has. Like, everyone just has that. Oh, shit, you're leaving. Bye! Sorry. See you next stream, maybe. I don't know what your schedule's like. But, they did bring up a good point, though. Where it's to different extents. So, I feel like every single... Well, yeah, it's only like 2 people, but... In all fairness, we're almost done soon anyways. But, I feel like every single human brain has anxiety and ADHD. We all have it and we all deal with it. The difference, though, is that some people have it to worse extents. Like, sure, I have ADHD and, like, I get distracted really easily and stuff like that. There might be someone else out there who has it so much fucking worse than me that it's actually, like, a concern on their life that they have to, like, take medication for it to, like, simmer it down. Same with anxiety. Everyone has anxiety, I feel like. But some people have anxiety that's just so ludicrously high that they just can't function at all. And it's like, oh shit, I kind of need medication for that. Which is why I always just find it ironic when it's like, someone says like, oh, sorry, I have anxiety. And it's like, oh, no way, I do too. I'm like, yeah, everyone does. But when they say that, they specifically mean like, I have anxiety to the point that like it needs to be worked on to make sure that I'm healthy and okay. As opposed to someone else who has anxiety and they're like, oh boy, but like they're fine. Like, 'cause that's just a thing that a human goes through. What were we talking about before we got into that? No way we were talking about the Monsterverse right before that. No. That's right. It was the question about how to animate or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, I just show you how I animate. And then one of you guys was like, yeah, but we always pull you away and start talking and then you never animate. I'm like, yeah, it's just because I have ADHD. And then it went into that. That looks... Oh, that's right. I gotta animate his neck. I'm gonna do his eyes. Now I'm gonna do his eyes. Oops. I'm just winging it. I'm just I don't know what I'm doing, and I stream it so that you guys can give me ideas. I should storyboard my stuff. I really should. That would make things so much easier. But I like having it where it's like, okay, I finished a shot, and I'm like, okay, he finished the punch, and it's like, okay, chat, what's the next thing he should do? And it's like, oh, maybe you should have like the camera angle like down here or whatever. It's like, oh, maybe you should whatever. But usually, instead of getting like the cool suggestions that actually matter, I just get the ones that are just like, you should have King Ghidorah show up, and then Godzilla turns fucking burning, and then like Gamera, and then Ultra. It's like, guys, like, come on, come back here, please. That's not the stuff I'm looking for. It's like, oh, what if Biollante? I love Biollante. What if Biollante shows up? Oh man, that'd be so cool. Add the skibbity toilet. Oh, that looks good. It's also smooth as shit, too. Like, sheesh. Yoink. Whoosh. Whoop. Ah. Yum. Ah. Grab. Zoop. Chase him. Slash. Yeah, alrighty. Maybe I can like oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I know. I need to work on that. I need to stop talking to you guys. You guys distract me too much, but at the same time, it's so fun. I need to just find time to animate outside of streaming. Like, I just need to find a chunk of the week to just go, okay, let's animate. Like, not even streaming. It's just like, just me on my own. Like, just watch, like, fucking Koseki Bijo on my other monitor while I just animate. I should, holy shit, I'm fucking tired, you guys. But it's funny, because I'm going to lay in bed for like 8 minutes, and I'm going to feel perfectly fine. I think it's just because I'm talking so much. I never talk this much outside of streaming. So my body's like, holy shit, this guy's using his vocal cords and his lungs like the woozow right now. And then, like, I get tired. This looks good. Let's make one more keyframe of just like minor movement. Oh, doing minor movements so much better now because of how crispy it is. I never like accidentally overextend and make things go like a mile. I can be like super delicate. Oh, this is awesome. Can you guys see how like tiny these changes I'm doing are? These are puny, and that's perfect. Oh, he has that recoil. Recoil is so important for animating, which is why I don't like MMD, because MMD doesn't have recoil. So if you guys saw before I did all this, when he finished animating, he just comes to a flat, like, robotic stop, just like, you frozen shut. Now, when he stops, he actually has a bit of recoil to his movement. He has to, like, slowly wiggle back into place. Here, I'll show you what I mean. This is a really important animation tip that I actually do know how to teach, kind of. I can't teach it, but I can show you. 41.7. Okay. Watch this. He finishes it. He finishes it. Okay, hold on. He finishes the movement, and he just comes to a flat, hard stop. Just like, you, absolutely no movement. Like, that looks horrible. But at this, it's essentially just the exact same pose as this, but just a little bit different. Like, very, 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 very teensy differences with every part of his body. So now, this will be the final movement shot. So instead of just coming to a flat stop here, he has one more position to go into. But that one last position he's going into looks almost the exact same as this one anyways. So the transition to being frozen is a lot more smooth and natural looking. It's not just super fast, quick, actiony movement to just instant halt. His movement slowly dies down and comes like a gentle wiggle into freezing. So it looks a lot more realistic. See? Now the freeze isn't as noticeable. And I could make it even more less noticeable by copying this one that I just made, pasting it again, and now it fades into this one, and then it fades right back into it again. Ah? Or what if I take this shot, the action-y shot, make a duplicate of that, and then take my other extra one, and then make that after. Let me just... There we go. Like this. I don't like that one as much. Yeah, like that's awesome. But anyways, it's 7 o'clock now. That means it's time to go. We've done so much, you guys. We got a new camera angle. We changed the map so I can actually see better. We put Godzilla into neutral stance. And that is it. I can't promise this, but I can tell you I will try to actually animate more in the next animating stream. I promise I'll try. But unfortunately, next week, I don't stream because it's Thanksgiving. But then after that will be Monster Hunter. I'll be on Monster Hunter. So the next stream will be in 2 weeks from now, and it will be Monster Hunter. Then the week after that will be animating. And then I'll probably have to stop streaming again because I'll be home for Christmas. I'll be home for the holidays. And that will be quite a bit. That'll be like a couple weeks of nothing. But I'll try to keep you guys updated on stuff like figure reveals and other things like that, and like telling you how my holiday is going and all that and whatever. But yeah, that's how that goes. Alrighty, with that, I will save this. One last thing I'll talk about with the highlights, super duper quick. Haya King Ghidorah, he's coming out. That's so fucking cool. Speaking of which, donating to Ko-Fi would be really fucking cool. I think it would be pretty cool, at least. I don't know about you, but I think it would be pretty cool. Specifically because it's for the Haya Ghidorah. If that bar reaches the full limit, if it gets to the 110 goal, I will make a video review on Haya King Ghidorah for you guys. But only if that bar is filled. Only if that bar is filled will I do it. So make sure if you do super chats or donates, do them specifically to the Ko-Fi link that's pinned on the chat or in the description. Because if you just do regular YouTube super chat, that won't actually go towards the Ko-Fi goal. That money will still come to me, but it won't count towards the Ko-Fi goal, and the bar won't go up. So make sure that if you donate, do the Ko-Fi link to fill up the bar. Otherwise, the money that you donate will still go to me, but it won't contribute towards the actual Haya Ghidorah goal. So make sure you do that if you plan on donating. And with that, thank you, everybody who was here. And for those that even watch this in the future, because these are archived streams. Thank you for watching, having fun, chilling and talking with me. I really love just hanging out with you guys. It's so fun. But yeah, I will be here in 2 weeks' time to stream again for Monster Hunter. And with that, you guys all take care. Bye!